Hello everybody, I am Bringer of War and welcome to my channel and the first video of that channel. I'm a big World of Tanks player. I've been playing for almost a year and I don't claim to be an amazing player or the best player. Certainly not. I'm only up to tier 8 is my highest. I have my Tiger 2 and I'm grinding through that. But I like to think I'm a decent enough player and I'd like to share from time to time some of my games from World of Tanks with you and possibly going forward maybe some videos from some other games, maybe Minecraft and whatever else I decide to start playing. So I hope you enjoy this replay and all the ones that follow. So let me get this video going. As I said, I've been playing for almost a year now, and I figured this video is as good as any to start a YouTube channel with. And I chose this replay for two reasons. I think this is a game where I did pretty well, and I played a pretty important role, I'd like to say. You know, you'll see the stats at the end of the game. But the second reason is also the tank that I'm playing. Obviously, this is the T20, the American Tier 7 medium, and it doesn't get a lot of love from people. I think it has kind of a reputation similar to the Comet in a way. I think some people love the Comet, some people hate it, some people love the T20, others, or it seems like quite a lot of people hate it. But I'm not sure it quite deserves the not-so-great reputation it has. I have the Comet, I'm also playing the Comet these days, and I really like that tank as well. But I think this is a pretty good tank. It's got a decent enough gun. It's not amazing, but then the Tier 7 mediums seem to be kind of a mixed bag, and none of them have really amazing guns or really amazing performance. And that's just my opinion, but I find that this T20, it's got a decent enough gun, it's got a decent enough gun depression, a little bit sluggish in terms of mobility, but overall, and then no armor. On top of that, no armor, but overall a fun tank. So enough about my description. I think this is a good video because it shows that you can also do well with a tank like this, which doesn't have that great of a reputation, and which is actually kind of on the way to becoming one of my favorites. So into the action. Unfortunately, I screwed up that first shot. A little bit too scared about this IS-6 coming around the corner. I decided to come this way and maybe follow that AMX before, but obviously he was destroyed pretty fast. So I'm backing down here now, trying to get a little bit of a position where I can play this slope, back down if I need to, but also put some shots into the IS-6 as he comes around the corner. The IS-6 is a bit of a tough tank to tackle in this without using APCR, so obviously I'm looking for some good side shots here. There, my first one goes in, so the gun's decent enough to do that. This was played on a weekend, so the IS-6s, the T-34s, the Super Pershings were out in force and in platoons. Tracked the IS-6 on that one, but he uses repair pack, comes around the corner, and plants one right into the AMX 5100, who, you know, not to pick on him, but was not quite playing that tank to its advantages either. Trading shots with an IS-6 and not penetrating your shots, you're going to die doing that. So at this point, I'm flipping out, thinking, oh my god, I'm not going to take an IS-6 on from the front. Not that easily, and if I try to get around him, he could equally ram me and do a heck of a lot of damage that way. So I'm running for my life, and it looks like he really messed up that shot and planted it right into the rock around that hill right there. So these guys are going to have to take care of him. You got a T-34 there, is much better suited to deal with him than I am, and I figure maybe I can flank around and possibly even go up into the bottom right corner of the map on the hill. See what's if there's anything still up there, you know, facing the cap. I was thinking maybe that Hellcat would be up there. And obviously they do have looks like one person on cap. So I'm starting to think about going directly over there, and that's when these two tanks are spotted. The Hellcat, so I'm looking for a shot on him, I don't see it. Look for a quick shot on the IS, and then realize the Hellcat's out in the open. Finish him off. That's my first kill, and I know I haven't done much up until this point in the game. But that's about to change. Get a nice side shot into that IS, who's running straight at our IS-3. trying not to hit him.
Enemy is hit.
Again, looking for another shot at the IS. Finish him off. Second kill of the game. And now the cap counter is starting to get up there. So it's definitely time for us to start heading towards the cap before anybody else gets on it. You can see the VK 2801 is spotted over there, and it's going after our Arty, Russian Arty, and I'm trying to get over there to possibly save this S-51, but I'm just too late. Only had a couple more seconds, but finish him off too. Third kill of the game. Not much damage on that kill. And as you have probably already noticed, at this point I had forgotten what ammunition I still had loaded, so I just killed a Tier 6 scout with APCR. But thankfully you can see I just realized that I'm now reloading AP as I'm going down towards the cap. And you see me panning over to the side there because I believe that the Chaffee had been spotted up there. And you can see I'm obviously a bit nervous about him coming at me from behind, but I figure I'm going to have to put that aside for a second. The cap counter is getting dangerously high here. We don't have much longer to reset this. We got 2 Super Pershings down there, 2 of our own heading down there. And there's the reset. Not full reset, but good enough. And there's the complete reset.
Penetration.
And a good shot in on that first Super Pershing. Turn around and notice the Chaffee has reappeared and is now harassing this T-34 and about to finish him off. So trying to move in again for a save, but just too late. Good shot in on him. And you can see the drawbacks of this tank. It's not as mobile as I would like it to be, but it's good enough. Finish off that Chaffee. And there is an ARL behind me, Tier 6 French Heavy. But I figure the Super Pershing is a bit more important, though this guy in chat is really flagging that ARL. But again, I'm trying to pull off another save, get in and help this Super Pershing. And that was unfortunate. My shot, I'm pretty sure that went in on the barrel on that dead tank. But you can see I'm making sure my next couple shots go in. I'm trying to ram him here, grab his attention.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Finish that Super Pershing off, up to 5 kills now. And the ARL has decided he's going to come straight at us. There's a poor shot on my part, shooting on the upper part of the sloped front plate. Going for the center, no luck. So I realize I have to shoot higher up than that, where the angle's not as great.
Penetration.
Get a shot in there. And I was not panicking by any means at this point because I still had full health.
Enemy armor is
I could just
destroyed.
finish him off as I did right there. So, unfortunately, I was a bit of a Johnny-come-lately to pretty much every area where I wanted to be and where I thought I needed to be. But in the end, the damage counted up, and technically I kind of saved the game. Well, we'll see how I did in the post-game stats. Okay, as we can see from the battle results screen, this was a pretty good game for me and for the T20. Obviously a top gun with 6 kills, and this was also my Ace Mastery badge. I also received 2 ribbons. I believe that's Bruiser and Fire for Effect, though I can never really remember the names of these. A nice amount of experience overall, 1,800 with premium and 1,200 without. In terms of damage, very nice amount. I do have a gun rammer on this, so this helps, but the T20 is not known for a very fast-firing gun. That's the Comet, which has that reputation and a really great DPM, but I think this replay highlights that if you keep the gun singing on the T20, you keep firing, you keep putting shot in after shot in, you can rack up the damage, and 2,500 I think is pretty respectable, and only second place behind the T-34. It's a tier 8. And then in terms of profit, not amazing. That I forgot to switch back to AP at one point certainly did not help, but overall, just fine. And on the whole, I think it was a pretty good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you stay tuned for more in the future. And I hope you feel free to comment, rate, subscribe, give me any feedback, and keep on watching.